getting better, people.
Howell steps into a three and knocks it home. Three by Thor, drives it, drops the hammer to Lewis, left wing. There's a steal and a breakaway. Flanagan. Allen in on goal, jams it with the left hand.
Allen is playing awful good basketball right now.
Welcome to the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Renaissance Bank. I'm Andy Burcham with Auburn head coach Bruce Pearl. Tigers, a couple tough ones this past week, Coach. At Baylor, number 2 Baylor, and then back at home against the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to turn the hands of the clock back about a week? But that's college basketball, right? So I think missed opportunity at Baylor. Baylor's good. But the difference wasn't as great as I thought it could have been. And while I give Baylor credit for, they just find ways to win. And if we'd have played better, they probably would have played better. And so I don't know if the outcome would have been different, but I don't think we played as well as we could have played. We weren't as sharp. We weren't as, just didn't take enough of an advantage of the opportunity when you get a chance to play the number 2 team in the country, and not everybody gets that chance, and our guys got that chance. So that was disappointing, and I didn't feel great about the fact that we didn't get blown out by such a great team. That didn't do anything for me, and I don't think it did much for our kids either. But then, we talk about an inexperienced team, I visited on the plane Saturday after the game going, look, if we don't get a couple things changed and fixed, we won't win again. We won't beat Georgia. We beat Georgia by 18 at Georgia. They missed 17 free throws. We had to block 14 shots because they got to the rim all night against us at Georgia. They got to the rim again, except this time we didn't block those shots, and we just weren't as focused. And I don't mind losing. I don't. And Georgia played well. Boy, since we've played Georgia and beat them by 18, they have won 4 out of the last 6 games. And that's the grind of an SEC schedule, regular season schedule. That's what an inexperienced team is learning. We haven't learned it yet. We're learning it. Everybody goes through the grind. And we got ground up a little bit, not having that understanding.
Look at the Baylor game when we come back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Verizon. Verizon is building a powerful 5G experience for America. This is 5G built right.
Beginning the morning you opened your eyes, we spent every waking moment preparing you for the day you'd leave our nest. Whether it's driving to practice or helping with homework, it's all prepared you for, what am I going to be when I grow up? Will you be ready?
After much thought, I made my decision to take my talents to the IBEW Local 613.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is not simply a job, it's a career. Visit IBEW613.org to begin a new future today.
Back when we started this company, folks had the idea that all treated lumber was the same. Well, our little yellow tag put an end to that. Today, people know that the best does have a name, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. They use it because they can trust it to be around for years and years, and so will we. Here's to 50 years of 5-star backyards and the little yellow tag.
Just like your favorite mascot, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama works hard behind the scenes. Proud sponsor of the Tide and Tigers.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Renaissance Bank. The Tigers at number 2 Baylor. What was the biggest challenge going into that ball game, Coach?
The biggest challenge was probably guarding their guards and then our guards being guarded by them. And I thought our frontline kids had a really, really nice game. We had a good first half. We just couldn't finish.
Let's take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
Jalen Williams and Flo Thamba. The tap is controlled by Baylor, and we're underway. Auburn and Baylor in the Big 12 SEC Challenge. Rebound Thamba, weak side, loses it out of bounds. Picked up by Jamal Johnson. Auburn on the break. Sharif Cooper across midcourt, top of the circle, spins at the free throw line. Great pass underneath. Dylan Cardwell with the two-handed dunk. 10 to shoot for Auburn. Allegan working against Davion Mitchell. Drives on Mitchell, knocks him down into the lane. Down to the lane, hangs, shoots, scores, and a foul on the play. Top of the circle. He's open for a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Jamal Johnson.
We can rebound these folks, Andy.
Hands the ball. Cooper, right wing three ball. Jalen Williams knocks it home. After the foul, Allen Flanagan back in for Auburn. Up the floor, top of the circle. Jalen Williams, backdoor Cambridge, reverse layup, good. Bounce pass, Chris Moore, right back to Flanagan. Shot clock at 6. Allen underneath Moore to the basket, hangs, shoots, and scores. And is fouled on the play by Adam Flagler. As Davion Mitchell gets a rest for Baylor. Shot clock at 7. Blows past Cryer to the hole, off the glass, good. And Auburn ties the game at 14. There's a screen from Jalen Williams. Picks up the dribble, does Sharif. Down the low side for Jalen. Out to the top, Sharif head fake at 3. Step back 3. Missed it. Rebound jam by Devin Cambridge. Holy cow. Top of the circle now for Flanagan. Right wing Cooper. Goes baseline against Meyer. Double team. Jalen Williams open for a 3 left wing. Good. That's a good sign. Rebound Sharif Cooper the other way for Auburn. 2 minutes in the first. Auburn down 6. Cooper to the corner. Out to the top. Thor. Open for a 3 ball. Good. And the rebound saved by Thor to Sharif Cooper. Ahead for Flanagan. On the alley-oop, Cambridge throws it down with 2 hands.
Looking good.
Left sideline for Flanagan. Down to the baseline, to the basket. Cooper drives and scores.
Hey, run on these people. I like that.
Auburn missed an alley-oop at one end, and Baylor converted at the other, and it's a 10-point lead for the Bears. Here's Cooper, penetrates to the basket with the reverse. He scores. Underneath, ball deflected, and it comes to Cardwell. Ahead, Jalen Williams. Bounce past Flanagan to the hole, and he missed the bunny, but it's tapped in by Jalen Williams. Between the circles, Allen Flanagan. Off the left side for Cambridge. Skip pass, right wing. Jalen Williams for 3. Good! Flanagan with a screen from stretch. Back door for Jalen Williams.
That's a beautiful pass. That's a great back cut.
Into the right corner, Sharif. Head fake at 3. Shoots the 3. And makes the 3. Out to the top of the circle for Sharif with a screen from Franklin. Into the key, backs out on the right-hand dribble. Between the legs dribble. Off the left side, Flanagan. Top of the circle for Sharif. Puts it on the floor, spins down the right side of the lane. Off the glass, it's in. What a move!
Unbelievable.
Right wing pass, Flanagan underneath for Thor. With the left hand, it's good. Left wing, Flanagan goes baseline. Nice pass in the lane, and Jalen Williams dunks it home with 2 hands.
We're doing some really good things right now. It's a little bit late, but we're doing some good things right now.
14-point lead. There's a steal by Thor. Thor to the basket, jams it with the left hand as he drops the hammer. They get it off the right side for Flagler, and Baylor wins. 12-point game.
On the road at number 2 Baylor, Coach, you talked about the challenge at the guard spot. Anything that surprised you out of that ball game between Auburn and Baylor?
Well, I was surprised by how, we missed 4 free throws at the end of the first half, which would have put it within 1, and then we did not start the second half well again. And so I just think that surprised me a little bit. The kid Meyer, we felt like they're better with him on the floor. And when he's engaged, especially the way we were guarding them, and he showed in the second half just the extra shot in the arm he can give that offense because of his ability to extend the defense, shoot the ball, and make plays. He's a good player, good offensive player.
Baylor was up by 21 at one point. Coach, you did make a run at the end of the ball game.
Well, we obviously, our kids are, we're not going to quit, and we settled down a little bit. We contributed to that run to put ourselves in that situation with some really bad shots, some really bad decisions, and we got some of that fixed towards the end of that second half.
When we come back, Holding Court with Brad Law on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank.
This is James.
Jimmy! Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy!
James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Yeah! Oh! You good, Jimmy?
The 2021 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Get 0% APR for 48 months on a new 2021 RAV4 and 90-day payment deferral. Toyota. Let's go places.
Car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate, peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop. Shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop. Shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Whether you're heading to an off-road destination for work or play, creating the perfect lawn to wrap up another Yard of the Month award, or preparing the fields for a bumper crop, think SunSouth, where you'll find quality John Deere equipment, affordably priced, and ready to help you tackle outdoor projects faster and more efficient. And now, for those larger projects, think SunSouth to save on our new selection of John Deere compact construction equipment. SunSouth, proud to be the preferred tractor of the Auburn Tigers.
Holding Court is brought to you in partnership with Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Today, we're holding court with Auburn junior Jamal Johnson. Jamal, thanks for being with us, War Eagle.
Thank you, War Eagle.
You've had some games now where you get on an absolute tear. Describe the feeling when you get into a rhythm, you let the ball go, you know it's going in.
Once I hit a shot or so, or a couple shots, I feel like the rim gets a lot bigger. And my teammates do a great job of finding me and putting me in the right position so I can just make the open shot. Coaches do great job of putting me in positions, and I feel like the rim just gets a lot bigger when I make a couple and I keep going and going. So, yeah.
All right. Last summer was different for everybody, obviously. Talk about the work that you put in and some of the things that you did last summer to prepare for this season.
Yeah, so when our season got cut short, I went home and me and my dad went right to work. We went to a couple football fields close to our house, and we worked on defensive slides and trying to build my legs up so I can be a better defender, on-ball defender on the court. We did some outside shooting on outside courts because the gyms didn't open for a couple months. So we did a lot of that, just preparing for this season. So when I get out there this year, I'll be ready to make plays defensively and offensively.
Yeah. Jamal, what teammate of yours is the most talented away from basketball, and what's he the most talented at doing?
Most talented teammate I feel like is Dylan Cardwell.
All right, what does Dylan do?
He's a really good dancer. He's good at everything. He's good at dancing, good at animated stuff like mocking people, imitating people. He's good at a lot of stuff. I can't really describe a lot, but I feel like dancing would be his best thing.
All right. Do you do any impressions of any of the coaches?
Who, me?
No. Dylan.
Oh, yeah, he does. He does impressions of BP sometimes, Coach Steve sometimes, and it's funny because he'll make voices like them and talk just like them, make expressions like them. It's kind of funny.
Do you do any of that?
No, I don't do any of that.
Okay. While the camera's rolling, he's going to tell us he doesn't do anything like that. All right. Jamal, what does it mean to you? You're one of the few upperclassmen on this team, and it's been talked about all year how much youth is on the team. So kind of what's your role in a leadership position with this group?
I just try to be more vocal in practice and games, just trying to talk to everybody, keep everybody calm, and not get too high and low on the wins and losses. Me having the most experience, since I learned from Samir Dowdy and people before me, Bryce Brown, Jared Harper, all them guys, and learning from them helped me be able to help this team be more vocal, and just get everybody geeked up for practice. Sometimes you don't want to practice, like you feel kind of draggy. So get geeked up and talking to everybody, get everybody going. So that's the main thing I'll be doing.
Yeah, paying it forward.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you, Jamal War Eagle.
Thank you.
That's Jamal Johnson. We've been holding court, presented by Renaissance Bank.
Basketball Review is presented by Sun South John Deere, the preferred tractor of your Auburn Tigers, and by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
SEC tournament title.
Just like your favorite mascot, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama works hard behind the scenes. Proud sponsor of the Tide and Tigers.
Going the extra mile means separating yourself from the competition, to focus on the positives, to build confidence, and to compete. You got to prove yourself. You got to work hard, play smart, and never give in.
It's this kind of commitment that's made F-Series America's best-selling truck 43 years straight. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank. Auburn beat Georgia by 18 in Athens. You knew, though, that this was going to be a very, very tough matchup, Coach, at Auburn Arena.
You know, Andy, what I thought to the guys about is, again, we talk about making history. I said, do you know why in 37 years we've only swept Georgia 3 times? Got a lot of different answers. I'll tell you the reason, because it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. And so I think maybe we learned that it wasn't easy to do. And we weren't as sharp. We weren't as focused. And Georgia took full advantage of it.
Let's take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
We're underway at Auburn Arena with Severe Wheeler working out at the point. Shot clock at 7. Right wing 3 ball. Jamal short. Rebound tapped up and missed by Thor. Got it back and put it in. 13:41 in the first. Flanagan down the right side of the lane to the wing for Moore to the key. Down the left side of the lane, kicks it into the corner. Jalen 3. Yes! Auburn hasn't scored in 3:23 and has missed his last 4 shots and trails now by 10. Cooper into the key down the lane, lobs it up there and scores. Picked up by Starks. Right side pass, Jamal Johnson inside the arc, 18-footer, good. The 4 for Cooper to the free throw line, to the basket, loses it, gets it back. Ball right to Thornton, he jams it with the Thornton.
Second chance opportunity. Great job by J.T. Thor.
At the left wing for Auburn. To the top for Thor. J.T. puts it on the floor, spins to the free throw line. Now to Cambridge to the basket. Yes! And a foul on the play. Shot clock at 3. Sharif, right wing, Moore. 3 ball at the buzzer. Yes! Woo-hoo!
Wheeler's beating whoever guards him into the lane.
Cooper to the hole for Auburn. He drives and scores. Georgia by 12. 18:51 in the second half. 3 ball left or right wing from Sharif Cooper knocks it home. 10-point lead for Georgia. Sharif drives, dishes underneath. Jalen Williams with the basket.
We can do that all night.
Auburn is 4 of 4 from the field in the second half. The lead is down to 8 and a steal. Knocked away from behind by Cooper to stretch. Ahead Jalen Williams. To Cooper across midcourt. Crossover dribble between the legs dribble, behind the back dribble. Crossover dribble, drives to the hole. Yes! Cooper with a screen from stretch. Right wing pass. Moore, three, good! Out to the top, Cardwell. Back into the game to Jalen Williams. Up from about 13, good with the left hand.
He can kill them. They're not guarding the middle of the lane.
Hey, it's down to a three-point game, friends. Auburn basketball, Moore, left wing, head fake at three. Penetrates, ball out to the top. Jalen Williams, open three, yes! Allen working out at the top against Kamara, spins on Kamara. Jamal Johnson for three, yes! Back to a 9-point Georgia lead. Sharif Cooper underneath for Williams. Jalen up and in with a foul in the play. Cooper gets the ball down to the baseline. Flanagan into the corner for Cambridge. He's open for three. Good. Up the floor. Sharif Cooper drives on Wheeler down the lane to the basket. He lays it up and in.
All right, get a stop.
Second free throw. He missed both. Rebound Georgia, and that will do it.
Yeah.
Out to the wing for Kamara, and Georgia wins it.
Coach, what was the message to the ball club after this game, after this loss to Georgia?
You know, look, our kids have worked really, really hard. There's nothing wrong with their work ethic, nothing. We haven't gone through a lot of things together. We got to guard our yard a lot better. We got to take a lot more pride in our individual and our team defense. That's our only way of surviving. With young teams and inexperienced teams, the defense is the biggest challenge going from college to high school. We get some of that fixed if we can, and we will be competitive. But we were disappointed, and but you look around college basketball, you look at every conference, man, with the exception in the SEC of Alabama, everybody else is just knocking each other off.
How much do you think other teams look at the blueprint of that ball game and use that against Auburn the rest of the season?
Well, I mean, I think they're going to continue to challenge our guards driving downhill, and our guards are going to find a way to stay in front of them. We can only provide so much help at the rim, because then when you rotate, well, there's your backside rebound. Then you rotate, there's the extra pass, and that's how they score 53 points in the paint. Arkansas did it, Georgia did it, others will try to do it as well.
We'll be back to wrap up the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank, right after this.
When your taste buds demand greatness, nothing compares to Red Diamond coffee. Unless, of course, it's Red Diamond tea. No shortcuts, no skimping. Perfect's not easy. Red Diamond, available at a grocer near you.
Whether you're heading to an off-road destination for work or play, creating the perfect lawn to wrap up another Yard of the Month award, or preparing the fields for a bumper crop, think SunSouth, where you'll find quality John Deere equipment, affordably priced, and ready to help you tackle outdoor projects faster and more efficient. And now, for those larger projects, think SunSouth to save on our new selection of John Deere compact construction equipment. SunSouth, proud to be the preferred tractor of the Auburn Tigers.
Car wreck and you don't know where to go. Listen real close, I'll tell you what I know. Vance Law Firm will make you smile. Pick up the phone, here's the number to dial. Down 3 for me. 3 Vance Law Firm 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 for me.
Going the extra mile means separating yourself from the competition, to focus on the positives, to build confidence, and to compete. You got to prove yourself. You got to work hard, play smart, and never give in.
It's this kind of commitment that's made F-Series America's best-selling truck 43 years straight. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers.
When your taste buds demand greatness, nothing compares to Red Diamond coffee. Unless, of course, it's Red Diamond tea. No shortcuts, no skimping. Perfect's not easy. Red Diamond, available at a grocer near you.
Wrapping it up on the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Renaissance Bank. Next up for the Tigers, a 3 o'clock Central Time start at Auburn Arena on Saturday as the Tigers host Ole Miss. Auburn Sports Network coverage begins at 2:30. And Coach, this is just the opposite of Georgia. You're looking to get a team that beat Auburn earlier this season in Oxford.
Yeah, and an Oxford team that handled us start to finish. The number 2 defensive team in our league behind Tennessee. This game's going to be in the mid-60s somewhere. Ole Miss is older, a bunch of transfers, experience. They really guard you, put great effort and energy into it. Schuler's a dominant guard. Camelo White is a dominant inside player. They've got depth. They played a bunch of different people, and so they've got guys to go to that are and they just coming off a huge win against Tennessee. So we'll have our work cut out for us.
Speaking of Tennessee, that's Auburn's Outlive game this season. You've seen Coach wearing the Outlive shirt on shows past. Coach, it's a great opportunity, and boy, we need folks to contribute even more this season than in years past.
Yeah, I believe it's outlive.com is the way to go online and be able to get that T-shirt and the beautiful bracelet we have this year. With COVID right now and people being alone and having to be social distanced, can you imagine fighting cancer by yourself? What better way of sending a message that you're not by yourself? Every dime that we raise through the sale of these T-shirts, through the sale of these bracelets, it's about awareness. Go get checked, all right? Get checked, because if we detect cancer early, we'll die of something else. Every dime goes to a patient that's battling cancer that needs the money to make a mortgage payment or the gas money to get to the center to get their treatment. So haven't you ever want to just find a way to help somebody? This is a great way to do it.
Outlive.com. That's where you can go and buy your shirt, buy your bracelet. Coach, thank you for the visit. We'll see you Saturday as Auburn gets ready for Ole Miss. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
For Tigers head coach Bruce Pearl, I'm Andy Burcham on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Renaissance Bank.